which he can have back. You're not walking away from me, buddy. You're not walking away from me. You're not walking away from me. Oi! What are you doing? Excuse me? Don't walk away from me. You can have this back. Don't you try and run me over, mate. Don't you dare. You're running over my foot right now. Back off. You're on my toe. Look at this. He's run. Get off my fucking toe. You're moving forward. Back up. Get off my toe. You are. Get off of my toe. You evil man. You're being done for assault.
Hey you guys. Right. This is about the IPCA complaint from Neil Winterbottom. I have in front of me all of the correspondence that I have had with regards to Neil running over my foot. First off, I'm going to read you every bit of it. First off, we have a response, which also includes my initial complaint that I sent via the IPCA website on the 7th of January. Okay. The response I got at the top was, "Thank you, your complaint has been received, we'll be in touch. If you have any questions, you can contact the authority's complaints management team by emailing inquiries@ipca.govt.nz or phoning toll-free on 0800 503 728. Right, my response, well, this is the alleged complaint. After Neil failed to gain joinder between myself, a man, and a person, be it natural, legal, corporation, sole body, corporate or unincorporated body, and after threatening to kidnap myself via an unlawful arrest, he stated I was not free to go. As I attempted to argue, clarify further, he became more forceful after stating he believed I had broken the law, and then stating he believed that he had authority over I, a man. An error on his part. He proceeded to play with his electronic device. He then attempted to deposit some paper onto my property under the wiper. As Neil had stated, we can talk about it further after he had finished, and I clearly had not learnt how dishonourable he was from himself running away exceeding speed limits 2 months prior. Neil attempted to run away again, without answering any of my questions. I removed the paper he had deposited onto my property and proceeded to give chase on foot to return his papers. During which time he was reversing at pace towards and onto Muriwai Road, a very busy main road and in my opinion a very dangerous manoeuvre. While he had stopped reversing and was stationary, I walked up to the front of the right side of his unmarked police vehicle and proceeded to give him back papers under his wiper blade, just as he had done to myself moments earlier. While leaning slightly over the front right-hand side of the vehicle, placing the papers, Neil attempted to scare me away from the vehicle by revving the engine and shunting myself forward. I verbally told him not to run onto my foot, to which he revved again, rolling onto the top of my big toe, trapping my foot under his tyre. At this point I began to get extremely alarmed and distressed, and screaming for him to get the fuck off my foot. To which he jumped out of the vehicle and began to say, "I'm not on your..." Then realised that he was, got back into the vehicle and reversed. Once free, I ran back to my property to give chase, as the man had just assaulted me with a motor vehicle over a non-existent offence, whatever that is. As he must have taken School Road, the first road on the right, to avoid school traffic tripping him, he managed to run away again. Once home, I suffered somewhat of a meltdown in front of my wife, who immediately noted something was wrong, as I could not believe that a fellow man had used a 2-ton vehicle to assault me. I wrote a letter to Mike Bush. No reply. I called 0800 Crime Stoppers to see whether they thought Neil's use of force was justified, to which Melvin agreed that it was not. As my wife is wheelchair bound and I suffer from trigeminal neuralgia and ice-pick migraines. With 3 kids over the holidays, I have been somewhat busy. To this being constantly, I've been somewhat busy due to my lack of taking action until now. I still fear more harassment should I go physically to the local police station to discuss the matter, and now have lost faith whatsoever that anything will be done. However, as it is now 2:50 in the morning, and I cannot sleep due to this being constantly on my mind. I truly appreciate the hard work that all the members of mankind do for New Zealand as constables. However, this is not on, and if I am not satisfied with the outcome, I shall seek private prosecution against Neil and the New Zealand Police. I am more than happy to forgive my fellow man for his trespass. Right, so then it says, supporting information. Please provide information relevant to your complaint. Please note that the authority will assess the complaint and consider further actions on this basis, or based on this. And what I've done is I have supplied a shitload of links of the videos that are up there. The links are of 21st of November 2014, harassed, trespassed and assaulted by Neil Winterbottom. New Zealand Police, 2nd of September 2014, Senior Constable Neil Winterbottom, Part 1, The Stop. Part 2, Senior Constable Neil Winterbottom, driving dangerously, running away from me. The 26th of November, where I had sent a letter to Mike Bush ordering and demanding answers. There was a link to the 28th of November where I called Crime Stoppers, both parts of that one. Now it says complaint resolution. Please tell us how you would like to see your complaint resolved. I've put here a written apology or acknowledgement that it was not okay to shove a man with a motor vehicle for starters. What would you expect? And then I've added after that, my toe hurt like a bitch for 3 days, and I am still not sleeping well 7 weeks later. Offer? And then the final caption I've put, no trust at all in New Zealand Police, and will not stop until safe. It will not stop again until safe from possible wrongdoing. In other words, I'm not stopping for any flashing lights. I'm going to drive home first. So that's that. Now, the email I supplied had issues. They couldn't respond to me via the email. So what they did is they sent me a letter, which I've got here. It was from Senior Sergeant Bill Russell of the North Shore Policing Centre. It says, re-complaint file IPCA 12-1245/RJT. That's their reference number. Dear Mr. Keane, the Independent Police Conduct Authority has referred your complaint to the police to investigate. The matter has been assigned to me for investigation. My role is to oversee the Waitemata District Highway Patrol and the Serious Crash Unit. The officer you complained of comes under my control. So if you are uncomfortable with this, please advise me, so that another supervisor will be assigned. I have read your email dated the 7th of January 2015 and viewed your YouTube videos. However, there is insufficient detail for me to properly interview the officer that you have complained of. I would be grateful if you would provide me a detailed account of the matters pertaining to the alleged harassment, harm, injury and distress. If you have any documentary evidence of the injury, I would also appreciate a copy for the file. Once I have sufficient information, I will be able to commence the investigation. I also note that your email address does not appear to work, which I corrected. If you prefer to contact by this method, please advise me your preferred email address. And then it just says, thank you. And then it's got Senior Sergeant bullshit underneath it. Okay. And so started the correspondence between myself and Bill. Greetings, Russell. Note, I cannot answer for you, only me, myself and I. Should thou address myself as you, I will presume you, Russell, are referring to me. Thank you for your letter, which is undated in reference to the above IPCA complaint which I received today on the 23rd of January 2015. Russell, you state the officer you complained of comes under my control. Are you inferring that you may have a conflict of interest in dealing with this matter? I require you to uphold your oath and to act impartial in this matter. Confer to the Policing Act 2008, Section 22. As a constable, will this be a problem for you, Russell? Who do I hold liable for Senior Constable Neil Winterbottom's actions on the 21st of November 2014? Would that be yourself, Russell? As you stated, he comes under your control, in brackets jurisdiction. You state, I have read your email dated the 7th of January and viewed your YouTube videos. However, there is insufficient detail for me to properly interview the officer that you have complained of. Quote unquote. I require you to identify which detail you are requesting. Please clarify. I would be glad to provide yourself with any detail you wish, if you could please specify. As the entire interaction was recorded, is there a particular detail you are unsure of? The harassment due to Neil's taunting over getting his name incorrect when attempting to correspond via registered post, or was it the mail fraud to which Neil clearly admitted knowledge of which had been occurring, none of which had anything to do with the matter at the moment in time? Perhaps the threatening to unlawfully arrest myself, who he believed to be Mr. Keane? Was it his incorrect statement that he believed he had authority over I, a man? Or the statement that he didn't even know who you are, when clearly he identified you as Constable Neil Winterbottom straight away? Neil failed to answer my simple questions such as, what is an offence? When asked for clarification, Neil failed to produce a certified accuracy when required, a certificate of accuracy when required. The entire interaction with Neil was within a supposed 100 km/h area, so please explain how an alleged 75 km/h within a 100k area is wrong. Russell, do you believe if I had rolled my property onto Neil's foot while he placed some paper under my wiper, would it have been classed as vehicular assault? As you mentioned, the injury was to my big toe, which caused myself pain for a few days. The emotional stress over having a fellow man use a vehicle as a weapon to shove and scare me also was quite distressing. Are you requesting a medical report of the injury? The evidence is clearly shown on the video released on YouTube. Russell, you can contact myself on my home number. I noticed you have supplied an extension number but no actual phone number, and also have an error in the postcode which I supplied. And I've given him the correct one for him to correct. I question what an independent police conduct authority would get. I question why an independent police conduct authority would get a member of the police to investigate another member of the police. Where is the independence? I would appreciate you calling myself at your earliest convenience. Currently, if I wish to go from point A to point B, I shall not stop for any police